Danny, you're alive. How are you alive?
It's not a good idea. Xena doesn't have a heartbeat.
The Dean turned you into a vampire?
Surprise.
God, Danny, I'm so sorry. If I would have known,
You would have what? Sent flowers? Weren't you a little busy surrendering the campus I died for to save your sweetie bear? Before my body was even cold.
You'll have to forgive my associate's lack of professionalism. Vampires, you know. But we are here in an official capacity. The Book of Lives is the exclusive property of the Corvée Corporation. Hand it over now and we won't have to forcibly expropriate it.
Forcibly expropriate? Oh, meathead. You've gone and forgotten who can rip out whose spleen in this equation.
Yeah, that would be me.
Carm!
What's the matter, dead girl? All those times we tussled, now you're not up for a rematch? Scared of a fair fight?
What my associate means to say is there's no point in trying to keep the book from us. She's more than capable of...
Ugh, can the business speak? Your major was sports management. Besides, the book is right there.
Danny, this isn't you. Whatever the Dean did to you, it's not who you
think
really
I'm
are.
upset because the Dean made me a vampire? As if it wasn't the best thing that has ever happened to me. What was I before? Weak, gullible, naive, dead. You could hardly wait to get rid of me.
That's not what happened.
Please. Like you cared about anyone except your precious Carmilla.
Why are we still talking about this? Break some bones, grab the book. The boss lady is not a fan of inefficiency.
Sweet gig, Xena. Better, faster, stronger, and taking orders from the toady who killed you.
Whatever. He's not even the only person in this room who's tried it.
Yeah, you hate me. I get it. But you know, the longer you let Mother twist you into her tool, the more you'll have to regret. And trust me, eternity's a long time to live with it.
Are you feeling sorry for me? That's the funniest thing I've heard in ages. God, the way the Dean talks about you. You used to be terrifying. Her red right hand standing beside her when the final gate opens and the new world begins.
Whoa, yeah, by all means, explain our plans
Now look
right
at you.
to them.
Carmilla, the fangless wonder. The vampire in love.
That's not even... We're just friends.
Really? That's interesting. So I guess you wouldn't mind if I do this.
I mind.
But Hollis, I'm finally your type. I thought you liked the bad girls.
You know, I'm really starting to miss the humorless do-gooder in you.
Let her go, Lawrence.
Ooh, what's a non-girlfriend to do? Surely a talisman that can control your all-powerful, epically evil mother is more important than some friend. So you're gonna hand over the book? Or am I finally gonna get a taste?
Now we're talking. Hand it over.
Fine. Have it your way.
Get away from my daughter, you bloodsuckers!
What the hell is this?
Bear spray, my own recipe.
If you think that's gonna stop me from...
Dad!
Sweetheart.
Still all about that bear spray, huh?
Yeah. You think we need to talk about the friends you're making?
Danny's not a friend.
Really? Because couldn't help but notice you went for snowy Uberwald instead of live volcano.
Not now, okay, Carm? God, Dad. Wait, how are you even here? Last time we talked, you were packing the car to come get me for Christmas vacation, and then the earthquake started, and...
Yeah, well, you remember Mrs. Kransky, right? Well, her son, Louis, he applied to Silas, and I brought him along to check out the campus. And then when the earthquakes happened, well, we got stuck in Einhorn for the night. And around 3 a.m., I get woken up by Mr. Hollis. Dude, your daughter's making some crazy-ass vids.
Video? You saw my videos?
The missing roommate, human sacrifice, my roommate, the vampire, bit me.
Well, the blood loss was minor.
But none of that compares remotely compares to the fact that you were possessed by an evil, supernatural, evil dean of a private university where I am paying an exorbitant amount of tuition to keep you safe? Anyway, I left Lewis in Einhorn, and I nearly drove off the road twice trying to get here, and then the last huge earthquake just swallowed my car, and I was rescued by a giant, which would really have been upsetting if videos hadn't already broadened my horizon. So anyway, this giant, Bob, he needed help navigating through the Styrian Alps, and he has a cousin, apparently, who works here. Do you know him? He works in the phys ed department. Anyway, everything was fine. We decided to hike in together, and everything was going great until we came across a safety patrol of Styrian villagers. Well, it might as well have been the crowd scene from Frankenstein. And then I managed to sneak onto campus while they just kept chasing poor Bob with those pitchforks. And then it was just about little tiny swarms of dragons and talking fungus and a lady who I think was a harpy. None of them had any idea of what might have happened to you. And then I saw this door, and I put my ear up against it to listen, and I hear you. I hear you getting assaulted by a vampire again.
So how many of my videos did you see exactly?
Hey, Laura, great news on the research front.
Dad, this is my friend, LaFontaine. Laugh. This is my dad.
Wow, you weren't kidding about the overprotective bit. I'm pretty sure my parents have rented out my room to a nursing student and decided she's my replacement.
LaFontaine. Laura's talked about you. You're the biology major with the sampling obsession. And who decided doesn't want to be a girl anymore.
Dad, that's not...
It's fine. It's less about the she and more about the they these days, Mr. Hollis.
Oh, of course, my apologies.
It can take some getting used to.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can deal with vampires and giants. This is hardly a stretch.
That's very logical.
So anyway, speaking of vampires, do you ladies and not ladies just mind giving me a moment alone with my daughter?
Of course.
Thank you.
Come on, Betsy. I need an extra pair of eyes on these.
Sure.
So, look, honey, I only saw Louis Kransky's greatest hits, but believe me, it was more than enough.
Good. Because some of those videos might have been edited in ways that could be misleading.
Really? So you're not camped out in an evil university, dating a vampire who nearly gave you up as a human sacrifice? Hmm?
Okay, yes, but escaping the evil university was complicated, and Carm would never hurt me. She saved my life.
Oh, would your life have needed saving if she wasn't in it? Do you remember what I said to you when you told me you were a lesbian?
Thank God you finally said it.
After that.
You better find a girl who deserves you.
Yes! That! And this might be so shocking to you, but murderous vampire wasn't exactly what I had in mind!
Dad, seriously, are you more concerned with the evil university or my love life?
Is there a difference?
It's not even like that. We aren't even really together anymore.
Really? All right, well, okay. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's much more complicated than what I've seen, and she does get points for saving your life, so we can take her with her when we leave. You just have to say your goodbyes before we get home.
Wait, what? Home?
Yeah. Honey, I just spent the last 5 months battling through untold insanity trying to find you. You bet your sweet Bippy I'm taking you home!
So your dad's on an epic quest to find a healthy vending machine. You know, for a complete paranoid, he is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you'd be all Hollis reunion after party, but instead you look like somebody ate all the marshmallows out of your cereal.
He wants to take me home.
The same man who used a baby monitor on you till you were 11. Yeah, shocker.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can tell him I'm an adult now. I can make my own decision.
What decision?
If Dad's plan can really work, if his friend can get us out of here, after everything that's gone wrong, everyone we've lost, the idea of getting the hell out of here.
Well, what about Perry or JP?
We don't know if either one of them is still alive.
We don't have any evidence that they're not. How can you even be thinking about leaving when most of the student population is in chains and the dean is planning on opening up the gates of hell?
Yeah, the situation is dire at Silas University. Guess what? It always has been. The only thing my getting involved ever did was make it worse.
You know, as one of those who was almost fish food, I don't agree. Look, you're scared, and you're allowed to be, but no one's coming to save us. We're all that we've got, which means that if we leave, it's over.
So those are new.
Yeah.
Do we have any idea how they?
No.
Well, that's suspicious.
Yeah.
They look almost Sumerian. Maybe Carm can help translate.
Yeah, I think she's a little preoccupied at the moment.
Yeah, because I need life advice from a man who found out about vampires yesterday.
Well, you catch up fast when one of them is lunging at your daughter's neck with her razor-sharp teeth.
For the last time, I told you I needed the blood to stop the little weasel who was about to get us both killed.
Oh, well, that makes it all better then. Are you ready to go?
Go.
Okay, let's everyone take a breath. Carm, maybe let's ixnay on the Udblay talker on my dad, yeah, and Dad, maybe you can hang out with Laugh while Carm and I chat. You can tell them about that panic room that you built with the autonomous ventilation system.
Yeah, go play MacGyver.
You know what? It must be so easy, right? To have this luxury of being so blasé about all this violence. Because the image of my daughter's bleeding neck is burned in my mind. The idea of her laying on the ground bleeding and never getting up.
Dad.
All right? How many times has this place and these people nearly taken your life? Well, I'm not giving them another chance. First light, we're getting out of here. First light.
So you're leaving.
He wants to take me home.
And what do you want?
I don't know. Can't remember the last time I felt sure about anything. I've been so scared for so long. The thought of going home, sleeping in my bed, in my room with my books, with no one trying to kill me, it has a certain appeal. But will I ever be able to forgive myself if I just run away and leave Perry and all the students in the pit behind? Leave Laugh? Leave you?
What do you want me to say?
Well, we're friends now, right? So I can ask you for advice. What do you think I should do?
As your friend?
Of course.
I think you should go.
What?
You asked for my advice. That's my advice.
I have to say, this is disappointing.
Is that the dean?
I didn't raise you from oblivion to have you turn tail at the first sign of bear spray.
Does she know we can hear her?
Unless I've made a dreadful mistake, Miss Hollis, the answer to that should be no.